Hello. Welcome to the Flux campaign. Last time we left off, our group has taken a little staycation in Flux as they caught up with each other on what had happened recently. We had one character power walking through the square, one was showing random items that they found on their Christmas adventure, and the group had a discussion on racism with Lokar. I am your DM tonight, Steve, and I usually play Theus.
I'm Sarah. I play Isabel, Axel, Kyle, and Flick. Multiple person characters mixed into one.
I'm Jackie. I play Silva, a gnome ranger with her beast companion White Tiger Snowflake.
I'm Tony. I play Puck, a changeling sorcerer guy.
My name's Charlie. I play the Cuddle Captain Goliath Barbarian Bardus.
Eric, playing as Lokar, the apparently racist Tortle Paladin.
Apparently, I mean...
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Now, we are short a Anoran tonight, however, he said he might join us later, so we'll see if that happens. Anyway, so let us begin. We are going to pick up where we left off, where I believe most, if not all of the group is currently in the tavern except for Anoran.
Yeah, Anoran wasn't there last time.
Yeah, continuity. Yay!
For once.
As everyone is standing around while Puck is trying to show everyone his hula hoop.
That's.
Is he still pointing it at the horn, the bone horn, or something? The handle? The pants. What is that?
I'm not
Handle
sure.
and pants.
Deus has gotten up and walked to use the bathroom and will not be part of the discussion.
The hula hoop sees all.
A hula hoop sees all. Even things that the DM doesn't say is there.
Wait, what?
Remember, he pointed and said he saw shining blue light, and you said, actually, as the TM, there was nothing shining there. It's not magical yet.
Yet.
Yeah, magical penis jokes, yes.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I did say that.
Everyone in the tavern hears a loud crack in the sky.
Like thunder?
Kind of like thunder, yeah.
Was it lightning before the thunder?
Yikes.
You can't tell because you're in the tavern.
Guys, copyrights.
So you hear this loud crack in the air coming from outside. Sounds like it's coming from towards the center square of Flux.
Always the center square of Flux.
Always.
I mean, Lokar's going to get up and look out the window at least to see if there's anything over there.
Alright, you see that a large portal has opened up in the center of the town square.
He just bows his head and just... here we go again.
Do we have to go on every single one? Like,
I worry sometimes for what'll happen if we don't go through the portals. No telling how long it takes before something else might pour into our world.
all right. Puck walks over to the bathroom, knocks on the door. All right, we're going somewhere. Gonna be in there for a while.
Occupied, Puck. God.
Okay.
He's got tummy troubles.
I hand out good berries to everybody. One per person.
You better spend that spell slot.
I did. I didn't get.
How many good berries do you get?
This is up to 10.
Okay, so who are you giving them to? You're just giving everybody one?
One per person.
What's a good berry?
Everybody now has a good berry that is good. You can use an action to eat it, and it will restore 1 hit point.
Oh.
I was going to say
That was
better
one
than
of
a
those
bad
things-
berry, not as good as a great berry.
I thought it was one of those things they eat and it makes sour things taste sweet.
It's not a magic berry.
It provides.
Technically, it is a magic berry because it used the spell slot to be created.
Okay, fair enough. I concede to that.
All right. All right. Theus is going to be in there for a while. Everyone else here, Power Walk Girl.
I have a
Giant guy.
name.
I don't know which one it
Apparently,
is.
he's forgotten all your names.
I don't know which one.
Well, right now I'm Isabel.
Flick? Okay. No. All right. There's Isabel, Axel, Flick.
That's all one person. Fuck.
Yeah,
I know. Is there another
She's
one?
right there.
I know.
just one of me. But
You hear another loud crack in the air.
Getting
Let us
angry.
all play,
Care
damn
of
it.
From the center of the town square.
All right.
What
I
was that?
just
You can
kind of
you can
sad.
force us
sad,
into your
sad.
portals.
No, I'm just saying you hear another loud crack.
Lokar walks out the tavern to look.
As you look, you notice that after the hum of the energy from that second crack starts to dissipate, that the portal starts to close.
Do we ignore it?
You can choose to ignore it if you want. The longer you wait out there, the smaller it gets.
I walk out towards Lokar to investigate.
Well, I just stepped out of the tavern, but yeah, I'll probably get closer. So it's shrinking.
It is shrinking, and it's shrinking at a rate that even if you ran to it now, you wouldn't be able to get to it before it closed. And as you get around there, you see Narek standing in the center by where the portal used to be, and you can kind of see two figures standing in front of him.
Are they orcs?
It's important.
Roll a perception roll.
Oh, I guess I'll perceive this. Ooh.
So we could see a. What is it? Is Narek a ferret or a red panda or
I think
something
an
now?
otter.
I think he's an otter now, but is he a
Otter.
river? Is he a river otter or an ocean otter?
I didn't know there was a difference. I assume river otter.
there are 15
Oh,
species
Jesus.
of otters.
Is ocean one of them? Because I've never heard of an ocean otter.
It's a sea otter.
I've seen
A
a
sea
sea otter.
otter.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure. It sounds like the ocean master, but an otter.
You're getting that confused with the oh shit otter. The person that goes, oh shit, there's an otter!
That-
Nobody on Discord or nobody can see me raising my hand right now, but I would be confused by seeing an otter and probably shout, "Oh shit!"
They're commonly seen in circles with woo girls. No, nothing. All right.
no.
Yeah, so anyway, so my perception, I see Lokar. It was a grand total of 6.
Yeah, I had a 6 too.
All right. I come out the bar
well,
with
I
my
mean-
hula hoop.
I mean, one of the figures looks like they're kind of green.
I'm not attacking anything until I'm told it's hostile. Apparently, it's a bad thing around here.
How far away are they?
They're in the town center, so however far the tavern is from the town center, I guess.
Let's go investigate and start moving forward.
Proceed.
Those
With
two-
caution.
Did anyone else leave the tavern?
I
Yeah,
was
I'll come
at the
out.
door.
Lokar walks out and goes, oh shit, an otter! And starts running.
Taxidermy that.
Please no.
Otters.
Oh, Theus, welcome back.
Never
Wait a
said that
minute.
from
You
a
didn't
shitter.
wash your hands.
Shit, I'll go back in there. You heard the tap running. Yeah, I guess as you guys approach the town square, you see there are two figures. One is fairly short and stout, wearing what looks like kind of like golden brass armor, a helmet, and shoulder pads.
Like a
pauldrons.
teapot?
I was just going to ask if it was a teapot.
Together we suck.
wearing a helmet and
So,
pauldrons,
Pauldrons.
carrying what looks like an assortment of weapons tied to their belt. And then you see a tall, lanky lizard folk standing there. He's dressed in what looks like a bard's clothing with a lute on his back.
And they're facing away from us and towards Narak.
Yes.
Bardus, maybe we should stealth over there in case there's trouble and get a sneak attack on them.
I'm almost 8 feet tall, and you're a turtle.
But their backs are to us.
Does I know my perception was pretty cruddy as we move forward. Does Narak look at all shaken or disturbed by anything happening?
Narak looks like an otter.
Oh shit, an otter!
Did
I
you
gotta
know
do it
they
again.
keep their favorite little pebbles in their
Oh
pouches?
shit. Oh shit, an otter fact.
wait, which of the 15 types?
I mean, if you want to roll an insight to see if you can read otter faces.
Is that with disadvantage?
Is that animal handling? I can do that.
No, insight.
Oh, inside.
Can you combine the two together?
Can I?
Tonight's podcast brought to you by National Geographic.
I'm probably walking out.
We're like freaking NPR up in here.
Is Ranger Rick comic still a thing?
I don't know what that is.
No.
You don't know what it is?
No. We're not Googling it now.
Yeah, we are.
What did you want?
Ranger Rick-
Insight?
Yeah, insight. Ranger Rick was like a National Geographic thing for kids.
Yeah.
Oh, those things.
Yeah.
Probably dead, probably eaten by an otter.
Straight up 17 on Insight for Bardus.
Oh shit! I guess you learned how to read otter faces.
Hey, to be
You read
fair,
otter.
he's trained in animal handling, so he knows
There you
animals.
go.
He is.
I
He
noticed
is.
that.
So he looks like you get the sense that he's doing his
Gee.
usual, sorry that you just showed up here, but I kind of need you. Welcome to Flux.
I've only killed thousands of people.
By the way, here's your free issue of Ranger Rick. It's still in publication, which it is. Yeah, he doesn't look like he's in distress at all,
He looks very well practiced in his speech.
considering he's killed thousands.
Look, I don't believe these are hostiles. I think Narak just summoned a couple of new friends for us.
Oh. Well, they look interesting.
I do agree we should approach with caution, though.
Agreed. But not killing caution.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Okay, I put my sword back. But I
I
keep the
would,
shield out.
I would keep that out, but yeah. The cautiouser approach of the hopefully they don't turn around and try to fight us approach.
So we're stealthing?
Yeah, I'll roll stealth. Why the hell not?
Okay. Oh shit, I'm in a -1 to stealth.
You are a
7.
giant turtle.
8.
We are not. We're doing equally bad at everything we're doing.
That's okay. They rolled a 5 and a 3.
Nice. They don't see shit.
Wait, we won?
Don't
From
question
behind.
it. Just move on.
From behind,
you
Puck
didn't
is just
lose.
walking them. Puck is just watching them do like the Pink Panther
Yeah, we're lifting our legs
Like-
entirely too high.
Yeah, I'm 8 foot tall. I jump behind a 4 foot box with like my entire back exposed, but I'm totally hidden.
I hide behind like a little like pillar like thing in the middle of the like pathway, and it's just tiny. It barely covers my kneecap.
All right.
Seriously, you guys are like one step above, peekaboo, where if I can't see me kind of level.
I don't even know what my intelligence. Actually, I'm very intelligent. I don't know why this is.
I don't know either, but as you two sneak up on them, once you get within, I'll say 10 feet behind them, you see that there is a basket tied to the stout one's back, and from the top of the basket pops up a little green head that looks.
Baby Yoda?
Uh-oh.
It's a baby orc, baby orc.
Oh,
no.
shit. You son of a bitch. Wait, I need to know if I noticed this. Can I at least roll perception on this?
You may roll a perception.
Because I'm going to use this as an opportunity to... All
Try
right,
and
13.
Grow as a turtle.
Yes.
All right. Well, since it's
No,
not
sorry,
trying
it's a 14.
Well, since it's not trying to hide at all on purpose, it's a base of 10, so you see it.
Okay. So I see it, and like, so I will just. Do you hear an audible like? I don't know if turtles can like growl, but I assume it's like that. So you hear that, and you see me grab the sword again.
You could just shout "Cowabunga."
That's not nearly ominous enough.
Totally not radical, dude. The baby orc sees your hand go for the sword, hears your growl, and just kind of ducks back into the basket.
God damn it! You're gonna baby Yoda us with a baby orc. You
Yes.
son of a bitch. You're the worst person in the world right now, especially for me.
Lokar, what are you doing?
It's an orc.
Those are not orcs.
No, the thing in the basket.
What basket?
The basket on that. Was it the lizard that was that had the basket?
No, it was the stout
No,
armor-wearing person.
Okay. That thing in the armor over there.
Who now turns around, having heard you talking and discussing the basket.
And I point the sword and I just go, "What is that thing on your back?"
That's a child that I'm in charge of looking after.
That child is an orc.
Yes, and you are a giant turtle.
And I walk over and I cast Zone of Truth on the ground.
Okay.
I watch.
I mean, the lizard man looks at the ground, looks at you, cocks his head to the side. The warrior just sighs and puts their hands on their hips by their belt, next to where their weapons are hanging.
Okay, so it is a Charisma 13 saving throw.
Let me get to that character page.
I mean, unless they just do it willingly, but
I mean, I'll roll it anyways, but I mean, they're not gonna probably lie unless they need to. So let's take a look. Charisma saving throw. Oh boy. Okay.
what was it?
I'm not gonna tell you if it worked or not,
Oh, okay. Well, then what was the point of rolling it?
so that I know if I can lie or not.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, so on a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in the radius.
Okay.
Oh, but I know whether or not they succeeded or failed.
You do.
You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well, the armored one succeeded.
Okay.
And the lizard also succeeded. They both succeeded.
Son of a bitch.
Your DC's pretty low.
Well, yeah, it's charisma. But I've only got a +2 to charisma. I'm working on that.
And the lizard is a bard.
Oh, that's fair. Alright, so that didn't work. Where'd the orc come from?
Well, you see, I was doing my job, and it's none of your business.
Everything in this place that's an orc is my business.
I see. Is this going to be an issue? It says
Potentially.
turning. It doesn't even. It says that turning to look at Narak. Narak's like, I mean, I've had plenty of orcs here in the past, and it's never been an issue until now.
Until you brought a thieving rat of a race into this place.
Lokar, we talked about this.
It's still an orc. Hi, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Lokar Orc Bane. This race has destroyed my family, my friends. I'm not in a good place with orcs. And the blacksmith that used to live over there now can't tell you about it because he was a half-orc.
Hmm. Oh, I see. Well, I guess he wasn't able to defend himself. You will not find me so easily taken. And the stout figure just looks at you, puts a hand on the grip of an axe, and just stands there like that and pretty much is daring you to make a move.
So you can vouch for this child.
It's a baby. It hasn't killed anyone.
Can it talk yet?
No. Or at least it's chosen not to.
Wait, what child are we talking about here? Because I've not seen anything.
At some point, I'm going to yell out, "I've come for the child" in this campaign.
By the way, I'm kind of like towards the tavern still. How much of this can we hear from that distance?
Oh, I'm not being quiet.
I know.
Roll a perception.
I can hear.
What'd you roll?
Nat 20,
Oh.
so 24.
Yeah, you hear most of it, but you definitely hear the parts of Lokar talking about orcs and killing.
It's the only reaction I expect out of podcast.
I'll get closer. I'm not gonna just walk in the middle of open area.
Alright. You walk out. You see that there is a short and stout armored figure with many weapons around their belt. And then you see there is a tall lizard folk with green scales who is dressed in fancy clothes with a musical instrument.
Man, I wasted a second level spell for nothing.
I would have failed it.
I didn't need to interrogate you.
Just trying to help.
I know, I appreciate it. Let's save that other one for spiritual weapon.
All right, I start getting closer, but I'm staying a little bit away from Lokar in a way. I walk non-threateningly towards the new people, kind of like from the right side, I guess, to the right of Lokar and Bardis. Just say hi.
Okay, yeah, you follow up behind Lokar and Bardis and then make a step to the right as you go from a different angle towards them. Trying to act all non-threatening.
Hello. Welcome to Flux. I'm not sure how much of this has been explained to you by Narek. You peaceful here? That's pretty much all.
I just kind of,
and I glanced to the left. All we need to know is peaceful or not.
I don't take my eyes off of the. Is it a dwarf? Halfling?
Yeah, I don't think you said yet.
You would figure a dwarf.
Okay. I don't take my eyes off the dwarf, and I just go, they brought an orc, they're not here in peace.
However, you notice that
they seem to be in peace.
However, you know there's no beard coming out from under the helmet.
Okay.
Have they stabbed you? Ran at you and screamed?
The only reason they're not dead yet. Because apparently, and I kind of angrily sheath my sword, I'm not allowed to kill anybody just because I'm upset with the race that they are. And I just walk away.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Who said that?
The dwarf.
Yeah. Okay. He's learning.
And I just growl.
That's fine, as long as he doesn't learn how to kill babies, we're fine.
I have a
Don't
feeling
need to
he's
be
probably
taught
done
that. I can do it. Just put the kid down. I'll show you what it's like.
that.
No. Definitely not. And the dwarf removes their hand from their belt, grabs the helmet, and takes it off. And you see that it is a female dwarf with braided red hair. I am Manda Lorraine.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I guess I'll be
Hello,
your new
Manda.
blacksmith.
And the podcast face palms.
We're gonna get sued.
She doesn't look like she has a hand free, does she? I was gonna offer my hand.
Oh no,
because
she tucks the
one's
helmet. She tucks. I was
is
gonna
one
say
hand
she
holding an
tucks.
axe still.
Wait, whoa. Back up.
No.
Can I roll perception for a penis?
She had a hand on the hilt of one of her axes hanging from her belt, and then she removed her hand once Lokar turned away and sheathed his weapon. And then she removed her helmet, and now she's tucking the helmet under one arm, and she'll reach out to shake your hand with the other.
All right, Puck.
So I'm gonna guess at some point that the lizard folk person is gonna say like, what is the phrase that the one guy from Mandalorian says all the time? It's like that. I have spoken.
No.
Damn.
This is the way.
This is the way.
There was only so much I can do before Disney sues us. Then the lizard folk then steps up to Puck and says, "Hello. I
Is
am
it also female?
no male.
Okay.
Hello. I am George. I am a simple bard."
As opposed to a complex bard? That was me, not Lokar.
Hello, George.
Hello,
Just
Clarice.
The tongue
And I
comes
just
up.
offer my hand as well to him.
He shakes your hand.
Did he say his
All
name?
right.
George.
George.
Hey.
Yeah.
Kitties are knocking my dice off.
All
Is he
right.
George of the jungle?
I tilt my head down towards Narek. Anything else you want to share with them or us?
Oh, no, I've already told them about what they'll be doing. I mean, I knew we needed a new blacksmith, so I was searching around, and this one seems really good. I mean, she even has some ability to put some magic into some items.
Oh.
And then
Nice.
I figured with everything going on that morale had dropped pretty low, so I thought a musician might help raise spirits.
Oh, that's nice. What kind of music you play? Simple music?
Katina music.
All right. Well, Baris, is there anything you want to say? Otherwise, want to bring him to the tavern or show him to the castle? I'll do that. Unless you.
No, go for it. Before I could say anything, just stand there making sure Lokar doesn't do anything stupid, and you've already escorted them away.
No. I'm standing here talking to you, and that you're just like, do you want to say anything, or if you want to go with us?
No, I'm good.
All right. This is Bardis, by the way. Did you introduce yourself? I didn't hear you say that.
I have not yet, but slight bow to the head. I am Bardis.
Hi, and I am Manda.
Don't say the kid.
Yes, Manda and George. I heard.
All right, let's go to the tavern, and then I haven't been into the black shop area. I'm not sure if there's a nice bedroom there for him, and otherwise the castle over there seems to have a lot of rooms.
Worry not about it. Us dwarves are much more at home at the blacksmith. I will make my home there, and I will meet you at the tavern later. I must make
Alright.
sure that me and the little one will be comfortable and settle in first. Thank you. I would enjoy joining you at the tavern and regale you with tales from my home.
I'm creeped
Alright.
out by the bar.
I assure you, we look forward to it.
That's a word.
I look forward to my morale being boosted.
Excellent.
Alright, let's go.
I could also use a drink or a lifted spirit, as it were.
Alright, let's go towards the tavern.
Yes, everyone who had come outside, plus the bard, make their way to the tavern. It sounds like Theus is still washing his hands.
Damn.
God.
Germaphobe much?
And everyone settles in, and a round of ale is placed upon the table.
Grab
Alright.
and drink.
Grab and drink.
Thank
Does
you,
everyone
Jamie.
drink?
Well, to some new friends, I suppose.
Jamie gives Puck a nod.
And then I drink.
All right. Well,
I spit up a little bit. I cough. And that one's my drink.
Does
I
Silva
spilled it on
also
myself.
drink, or does Silva not partake?
Silva's does not drink.
Silva does not drink.
Just sit there and eat your magic berries.
I don't need to eat them now. I mean, I'll take the mug, but I don't end up drinking it.
Okay. So then, you all drink, have a merry time. Yeah, the night goes on, and despite the very creepy bard voice, he regales you with tales of a man that spoke words that turned into power, and then he regales you with a story of his homeland that is a giant marsh full of people of his kind, lizard folk. And he tells you stories about heroes from his world and everything, and it's a pretty good time. And he plays it all on the instrument in forms of prose and song, and everyone has a great time until people start falling asleep at the tavern from the merrymaking.
Would I know from his story that it sounds anything like my planet? I'd be really paying attention to... I'm mostly trying to pay attention and see where they came from.
He makes some references that sounds like it's from your world, but none of the hero names ring a bell, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. So, from all those stories, apparently I am falling asleep.
Well, I mean, a combination of ale and merrymaking, stories, music. I don't know. Yeah, we said Flux now has a day and night cycle, right?
Yeah, Narek made sure there was something to keep us comfortable with a cycle.
All right. So everyone starts to fall asleep. If I could get a Constitution, not forced, but
I was gonna say I would try to resist falling
I
asleep
would
if
resist it,
I
too.
start feeling that way.
would you go back to your room to fall asleep, or would you go spy on the blacksmith?
He's beating you.
Oh, the important questions.
Look, it's a legitimate question, and he knows it.
It's legitimate. How many hours have been passing that we've been in the tavern?
I would say probably 5 to 6.
That's probably drinking.
It's probably drinking.
I really
So
want a
hours-
constitution to see if I'm drunk.
Yes. Yeah,
That baby orc is probably full grown now. Got its war teeth.
Oh, I got a 4. Plus 2. So 6.
That's a 6. You are hammered. Your inhibitions are, for the most part, gone.
Now, who has to walk the giant turtle back to his bed?
Oh, the turtle will leave the bar.
Leave
Whether
your sword.
anybody notices.
Leave your sword on the table before you go.
Is
I'm
when
sober
this
and-
is a con? Is it the Constitution or is it a con save?
I was doing a con save.
I was doing a con save as well because I don't know what alcohol he's been drinking. Actually, if you want, I can go get the Red Dragon Inn book and that.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But I
I
would
got-
probably
I either got
try
a
to leave.
4 or a 7.
Either way, you're drunk.
I would probably try to leave the bar stealthily.
All right, roll me a stealth with disadvantage.
So can I just say, if we're all doing drinking con checks, then my save was a 21.
Well,
Bardus
I have
is
a-
downing them, and he is just still fine.
I have a natural 1 from my my stealth check.
I would.
Boy,
And you
can't
got a -1 for your stealth, right?
Yep.
That's
Is
a
a
0.
big fat natural. Well, it's a natural 1 as a 0.
I think I would have known.
You try to get up to go, and you're
I
thinking...
bang everything on the way out. I
And
mean,
you-
not sexually, just in
I
that.
can see him being like, run into something and go, shh.
No, not...
No, Eric would do that.
No,
I don't know if Lokar would do that. Well, maybe Lokar would do that.
Click.
So Lokar puts his hands on the table and goes, well, I think I'm going to go to bed. And as he stands up, he just hits the end of the table with the front of his shell really hard by mistake. And then he tries to kind of quietly walk out and bumps into another table. And he thinks he's being really quiet with the door, but he ends up slamming it open with his hand.
And then I
He
walk.
stumbles out.
I start stumbling towards the blacksmith.
Wait, before he leaves, I'll let you determine if 11 wisdom's enough for me to, in my still sober state at least, remember there's a baby orc apparently. And Lokar is drunk as hell.
Yeah, considering the whole orc thing has been a pretty big point the last session and this session, and that you yourself pretty much said, I will throw you off the edge of Flux if you do this shit again. You were very hyper aware of the fact that he is drunk, walking outside, and that there is a new orc in the city.
Lokar, before you leave, your
Trying to think
weapon.
if I would have heard that.
Your weapon. Leave it here.
I just kind of reach into the sheath and just throw it on the ground and start walking.
I will head over and
And then as I
retrieve.
start walking, I start playing with my claws.
Well, I didn't say I was really wise, just wise enough.
But Lokar knows he has claws.
That's fine. I will. What do you have? Your sword, right?
Yeah, it's a longsword.
All right. I'll just we'll walk in, not hit everything on the way. Well, Lokar had cleared a path. All the tables are now all the way, so I have a clear shot towards the longsword on the ground.
Yes, you do.
And
Puck's
go ahead
on
and pick that up. Go ahead and pick it up and just bring it back towards us.
All right, yeah, you put it on the table, and you rejoin the group.
Let's hope he doesn't do anything stupid tonight.
All right, Lokar, what's the stupid thing you're doing tonight?
All right. I'm going to walk over to the blacksmith and probably try to observe. I'm assuming it's kind of an open stable.
Yeah.
Like, maybe there's a room in the back, but like, I don't know how much I
Yeah.
can see just standing on the road. Like, I don't want to be too close, but at the
Just
same
remember
time, I
your
wanna kinda
stealth.
see.
Yeah.
In your drunken
Hey.
state.
Super
You
stealthy.
could be like standing right in the window and she's like, oh crap, she sees me.
So here's what I'm going to do. So the blacksmith is a large open area with the anvil and all the water and the bellows and everything out in the front with a roof over that area. But however, there is a like an apartment on the back of it where the blacksmith would like live or keep tools and stuff. So you can see that there's a light in the window of the apartment area connected to the blacksmith shop.
Can this be seen from the tavern door?
That's a pretty long distance.
I don't remember the layout.
Well, the tavern, because it's in the corners, so the tavern is like, I think it's like 50-ish to 100 feet away from the center, and it's kind of like 90 degrees out of phase of that.
So, actually, the blacksmith shop and the tavern are across from each other, according to the map. They're across each other, across the main road that cuts horizontally through Flux.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good distance. You can see the light.
If I sit Snowflake like at the tavern door, can Snowflake see you and
Probably.
But did you sit Snowflake outside the door?
I will, yeah. Once he leaves.
Okay. Fair enough, since you didn't
Serious
drink.
question. Is Lokar a pure soul when he's been drinking?
Shut up.
So you can see the light in the window, but you can't really make anything else out. Now, does drunk Lokar try to get closer to see something, or does he stay where he's at?
Gotta search my feelings. Or his feelings. So he would probably. No, he's drunk. Oh god, he'd probably he'd probably try to see. He'd get closer.
Alright, I want you to roll me another stealth as you get closer.
Disadvantage or advantage? Or not,
Still disadvantage, you're drunk.
Not that I'd get an advantage on it, but...
Roll for drunkenness.
That's another natural one. God damn, I hate when the dice are so accurate.
So you're like, all right, I'm gonna sneak closer, and you try and you go to move like you're gonna move stealthily, but after a couple steps, you get bored and you just start running towards it.
It's like I just stumble and I try to catch myself, but it just charges me towards.
Just charges you towards it, and you manage to stop yourself probably about 20 feet outside from the blacksmith shop. And you try to peer through the window again. And you still just can't really see anything from this distance, so you move a little bit closer.
He's not going to get that close.
No.
But as long as he knows he's like 20 feet away from the window, he's just going to get on his knees and just kind of scream, "Why did it have to be another orc?"
From there, can Snowflake sense like aggression from Lokar?
I mean, Snowflake can sense that he is screaming, "Why is it another orc?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I think anybody that was listening outside probably could have heard it. He wasn't going to say it quietly.
If he could like sense like a
like
a fear, not a fear maybe.
You're talking about doing like an insight or something.
Yeah,
that would be Snowflake's insight. What is Snowflake's insight skill?
You're not facing the microphone.
Is Snowflake proficient at reading turtles?
Maybe. What is Snowflake's animal handling skill?
God damn. I'm a humanoid, damn it.
+3 to perception.
No, it's
Snowflake
insight.
Snowflake is a tiger.
Well, insight is based on wisdom.
Yes.
So, like, what is it? 12, and it's a +1.
So it's a +1. Yeah.
And you don't have any bonuses to insight for him. It's just stealth and perception.
Wasn't that what the +1 is?
Well, yeah. So you get a +1 on it, but
no proficiency bonus.
Right.
So we're saying 12, I guess.
No, you don't get a 12. It's you roll the dice and you add 1. I wish it worked that way.
Knock yourself.
That'd be nice.
12.
She did roll an 11.
What?
I got witness.
Coincidence? I think not.
I
Sounds like
mean,
his not intentions.
Oh, I guess I
necessarily,
need to
but, like,
decide if that's. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
I
not
know.
hiding the emotion. I would say it's not a.
well, so
It's not
screaming
currently coming off as aggressive per se. It's not like he's trying to charge in to kill it.
that. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted to.
Yeah.
That's what Snowflake is looking for, I guess.
Listening for.
at this time, the bard leaves the tavern, saying that he needs to find his own lodgings for the night.
So, was there no reaction from Manda?
Not yet.
Okay.
But I mean,
Puck's on the either the table or the ground or something. He's hammered and on the edge of blacking out.
the bard stops and waves to you. Bye.
It's,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Lokar is just gonna probably start. I mean, he's not gonna charge into the door.
well, he might. He's
Yeah,
drunk.
he's very conflicted. I would say at some point he's just gonna lay down and probably like start weeping.
I meant like just charge into the door jam.
No, he's vulnerable right now.
At this point, the blacksmith's door opens, and you see Manda walk out in the full armor, helmet on.
Damn, came prepared.
And walks towards you, but stops about 10 feet away.
Smart. He's still just sobbing, just like. Go ahead.
I sense much conflict in you, warrior.
So he kind of looks up, and he kind of says, like, I conflicted is not even a way to begin to word it. After hearing your bard's tales, I'm from a planet or a realm that I've been at war with orcs my entire life. And I've done nothing but run and fight. And then I came to this place, and there's too much downtime, and I don't know how to deal with it. And we went there, and I don't have family left. The few friends I have left, one of them I'm most certainly sure is dead, all because of the orc uprising and the power they have due to the darkness that spread in that realm. And I can't take it anymore.
She stands there and quietly listens to you, letting you open yourself up in your moment of vulnerability, letting your fears out about what happened at your home world, about how you don't feel like you know what to do next now that your world is potentially decimated by this darkness and the orcs that you fought your whole life. And I mean, just takes it, does not say a word until you are done.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that would be it. I mean, I would pour all that out probably just because the drunken state.
She takes a moment in thought. I am no stranger to the feelings you are having. On my world, my people were under constant conflict with other races. In fact, it drove our people underground. But we persevered, and we kept to our ways. And we have found that striking back in hate does not solve any of the problems. It only breeds more violence and more hate. And we decided that if we wanted to change our enemies, we had to start treating their young differently. The child I have with me is a child from a race of enemies on our world as well. Orcs are no friend of the dwarves, but this child is innocent and has not spilt blood. And by raising him differently, perhaps we can change the future of how the dwarves and the orcs interact, and maybe that future can hold peace. I have chosen that this is the way.
God damn it, Steve. So Lokar will kind of just look up and just... I understand. The innocence of the youth is a way to another side of their being. I apologize for my reactions, and it is very heavy on my heart. What their race represents, but I will do my best. I must reflect upon this, and I will leave you in peace. Have a good evening.
Good.
And he stands up and starts to saunter towards the barracks.
And as he starts to saunter, you can hear her from behind him. Good, but let this be clear. If you ever decide to try and harm the child, you will have to go through me first. And she turns and walks back into the blacksmith shop.
Well, character choice made for Lokar. Good. All right. He's going to bed.
Yay! Do we want to skip to the morning, or did anyone else want to do anything this evening?
Puck remains on the table. Or floor. Whichever one, he can't tell.
Nope. Return to the barracks and go to sleep with Lokar's sword.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything?
Sleep.
All right.
And then power walk.
Hey, you all don't have conversations with the rest of your personalities inside your mind before you get the day started.
Really? You're going to try to direct it to us that way? You're the only one with multiple personality disorders.
She don't know.
Oh, that's fair. Oh, you're speaking by her. I thought this was Sarah talking. I didn't realize this was Isabel talking.
So
What time is it?
Time for lunch.
It's nighttime. It's nighttime in Flux at this point.
So evening, late evening.
Late evening.
I would have made a new batch of good berries.
You go ahead and make
Before
a new batch
bed.
of good berries before bed.
Yep.
All right, and then Isabel and Bardis go back to the castle to sleep. Lokar has already gone back to the barracks. Silva, you go to wherever you usually sleep. I don't know if that's at the castle or somewhere else.
Yes, it's a castle.
Okay, you go back to the castle as well, and Puck remains passed out on the table.
I would have at least tried to get Puck up. I mean, not forcefully, but tried to wake him up, and I wouldn't move him physically.
I'll roll a con.
Roll me a con at disadvantage since you're already drunk.
First roll was a 14. Disadvantage?
Disadvantage.
7.
Silva, make me a strength check.
6.
Puck is just dead weight on the table, and you try to budge him, and you can kind of drag him, but there's no way you're going to be able to lift him and carry him.
Alright.
Does he change forms when he's drunk?
There you go.
I had no idea what it looked like right now.
I don't know if Puck would know because he's asleep.
I will roll random.
Okay, I'll look out for that.
It'd be funny if a changeling, when they're drunk, you can play with their face and turn them what you want.
It'd be really funny if he just turned into an orc.
Nah, Lokar's in bed. It's fine.
I'm doing it.
Where's Thais?
Still washing his hands. Oh my god. I rolled.
No.
Oh my god. Oh my freaking god.
No, he's passed out in the corner.
Puck is currently a half orc.
Oh.
Lokar's in bed. You're lucky. But will he change it in the morning?
Wait, does Puck wear like a robe or a hood at least, or a hat of some kind?
Yeah, he's wearing his clothes, and that it's the same outfit.
I would try if I would have noticed that and tried to like cover his face, not like smother, but so it's not as obvious.
Smothered.
Smothered.
I didn't know you had a thing against orcs
No,
now,
I'm
too.
just like trying to gently like cover it.
Let's just smother
Just
this
toss it
out
over
right
his
now.
face.
Excuse me, sir. Does this rag smell like chloroform?
Nice. All right, so
Yes, we're going to bed.
everyone goes to bed. Everyone goes to bed. Puck and Theus are passed out in the tavern. Lokar has made a decision to try and not kill the orc baby, and maybe take his frustrations out in a new avenue of maybe slightly more acceptance.
Look, I need a hobby.
Oh, luck will have a hobby very soon.
Uh-oh.
I have plans for Lokar now.
Okay. Is he going to make the bassinet?
No?
No, not that kind of plan. So everyone is gone to sleep, and within the early morning hours, there is a loud scream that splits the air.
I didn't do it.
Look, I would just.
I'm just going to avoid this blame as it is. I don't think I did it.
And
I
the
wake with the
scream. Yeah. Go ahead.
where
You were
Ow.
saying something.
head hurts. I know. I awake probably with a splitting headache, and the screen didn't help. But where is it?
Oh, Lokar would be down in the courtyard almost immediately.
You run down to the courtyard, and you can see. Let me pull that map back up that we were using.
Big circle.
Yeah, I know.
Quadrants.
Castle is number 1 in the middle.
Oh, do we long rest?
Yes.
Shit, I get my spell back.
So I made new berries.
So everyone who
I haven't
heard the
out yet.
scream wakes up, runs outside to the center outside the castle, and in front of the shop district, you see laying on the ground what looks like the corpse of the new bard.
Lokar!
And that is and that is where we will pick up on our next.
Oh, damn.
Uh,
That was a cliffhanger for me.
We need a bard.
Yes, there is a dead bard on the ground, and we'll follow up on that on the next session.
He was supposed to raise our morale.
Dude, you gotta get all drunk.
I should have known something was going to happen because Steve only discussed adding the blacksmith NPC, so.
Well, I mean, Lizard Man, his name is George. He had to die.
Was he wearing red? I feel like all the signs should have been there.
Well, I mean, he is now.
Oh, that's cold. By that I mean the body.
Zing.
I feel like this is a murder
Okay.
mystery now.
Was it his scream? I mean, I could find that out next time.
I mean, it was a scream.
I just always
dead.
assume if there's a scream in the city, it's Felicia.
was it like an opera scream or something? Like at least like was it
Like
in
a
like
rock scream?
G minor or something?
It was definitely a falsetto.
Oh, they cut off the tail and the tail.
What?
What?
Lizard folk? Never mind. Moving
They
on.
only have one tail.
I think you were trying to make a pun, and I think it failed.
He's
So
dead.
anyways, yes.
All right.
He is dead. We will pick up from there at the next session of Flux. Everyone have a good night.
Commercial. Bye.
Bye.
You do
Bye
commercials?
bye.
We don't do commercials.
Not till
Oh,
we're
wait. Sponsored by National Geographic. Learn all your nice otter facts
We're
on.
not sponsored by National Geographic.
Learn how to
Is it
insight
right?
sea otters.
Learn how to kill a lizard in the
Disney
middle of the night.
Plus.
Yeah, I mean, like, seriously, if Disney Plus doesn't, like, sponsor us, they'll sue us for The Mandalorian, but then praise us for the artifacts?
Her name is Manda Lorraine.
Hey, I know lots of
You know lots of what? You broke up.
artifacts.
Oh. Oh shit, there's an otter. I had to do it one more time. All right, good night, everybody.
Good night.